Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Third, they need 8. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Ayuk makes the pitch right side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. The 49ers send Ray McLeod back deep to return. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Well, we had a chance to meet with him earlier in the week, and as you could probably expect, Mike, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up last week's 4-interception performance. It was still bothering him. He's still trying to move from it. And I think that's the point. The ability to move on from bad games, that's really a testament to playing quarterback in the NFL. You're going to have some struggles, but if those struggles carry over into the next week's game, now we've got a problem.
They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy. We're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action. A quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Low.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is caught. What a throw. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Falcons. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Makes the score Falcons 7, 49ers nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return is Dallas Flowers. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. A.J. Terrell up for the tackle. 3rd and 9. Play action now. Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have the 49ers first down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this first down. And that's exactly what happened. Really nice job here by the quarterback, keeping his eyes downfield, knowing that pressure is coming. He's able to buy just enough time by leaving the pocket. It ultimately allows him to get that ball out right as he was getting hit.
Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Again, left side, here comes Robinson. He'll take this down to the 47. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. To throw, Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
On play action, here's Purdy, flushed to his left. Now he'll run, and he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. They bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go play action with Purdy. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Mooney in motion. Now Panic's going to get it forward on a pop pass. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Remember, he has a touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Falcon first
from the gun. It's Pace. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he will get into the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Atlanta. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Is able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-7 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10. Outside. Watch out. Play fake. Now it's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. The second down throw is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first down, it's Robinson. He's got space inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, San Francisco. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Extra point up and good from Mooney. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. go back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. He takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Third down and 3. Plant. It's Penix. Fourth out left. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3. Here's second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. He's going to keep it himself.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Watch out!
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 49-yard.
Third down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. He'll take this ahead for a yard down to the 49. Jordan Fuller in that time to a stop. So, just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 9. They run once more with McCaffrey. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Samuel Womack there to make the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup.
Third and 6. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's He's got it. And he'll be taken down. As we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for
1st and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw. Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Outside. Watch out. Stop.
Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. James Pierce getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, it's a little bit different now.
George Kittle was the intended target that time.
Jake Moody.
And it's going to lead to 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Falcons.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Going now, Penix on 1st down. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
From From the gun, here is Penix. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Here's Penix. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
They're on the 20-yard line.
Outside. 21.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. Open man is Jennings.
Purdy's pass. Complete to Gerard Jennings. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East. And this is Jalen Tolbert. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. And when it's all said and done, that's an 80-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Cowboys had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona. Checking in on the Cardinals, they're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And it's Josh Jacobs. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Packers improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Justin Herbert. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Chargers move their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play well here in the season's first half. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the...
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive. Let's go.
Pitts is the man in motion. On third down, Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for fourth down. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. A look there at Kyle Shanahan, his 49ers heading back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
Get set, up.
Now Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
The tackle by Jalen Waller. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second
down, they need 3.
At the 17-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, 49ers.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Christian McCaffrey inside the 20. And he will score. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. We might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. His ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That one taken in by London. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
To throw again, it's Penix. That's caught. Ray McCloud. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 6. At the Niners' 23.
This looks like an... Oh, the ball's out. The Niners have got it. He gets free. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around it. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Moody now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead.
31. Falcons 14.
Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Now the lefty Penix on first down. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. On first and 10, it's Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. First and 10.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
From the gun, it's Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
London brought in motion. They'll run on first down with Algier. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. They'll throw. It's Penix. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. Ray McLeod was the one he was looking for there. And that'll set up fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, and do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons are back within 2 scores.
17.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. First and 10 for Purdy. Going the out route, and Ayuk has it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. First down throw there is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Niners first down. Again in the air for Purdy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 41, here's second down and 2.
at the 41-yard line.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Get set, get set. 18! Up.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football at their own 40.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Left side, he's got McLeod. And he can't get away. They rallied at the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Now Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on first down. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 3.
Penix going to throw again. Forced to his right. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 49ers 46-yard line.
On second down, Penix. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield. Nick Bosa gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
They'll try and throw it with Penix. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. A look there at Kyle Shanahan. His 49ers heading back onto the field. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. First and 10. We'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll run it here with Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Get set. Get set.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, Purdy. Now he'll work his way out right. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Get set. Get up.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he will score! Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Let's go now.
Plan. It's Penn. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
Texas pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. A big run, they finally get to him and bring him down. It's a big run by Robinson. A gain of 69 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are going to extend their lead.
Falcons 17.
Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Algier. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 33 yards. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On first down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 32 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll run him with Algier. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal. Now here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Here's Penix. He'll get this out to Algier. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, it's Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Robinson on first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, 49ers. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. There's midfield to the 45. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners first down.
And this is how you just keep wearing down a defense. You find yourself with a pretty big lead. Now can they just lean on this run game the rest of the way and close this game out with a win?
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will be taken down. We'll see. They want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's now second and 6.
Here's a second and 6. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And will be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Artistry on display. Hi everyone, I'm Scott Hansen. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And for those wondering if Christian McCaffrey still has it, watch. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get it. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And here's the second-year man, Xavier Worthy. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Chiefs able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They win it in the final moments. One more to show you, and it's out in Seattle. The Seahawks taking on the Houston Texans. And this is Jackson Smith-Njigba. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.